Good afternoon, Professor, and good afternoon, classmates. Can you hear me?
Yes, Jaime, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, today I'll do my presentation. As you might know, I've been working on an e-commerce through Instagram and Facebook. So for the final presentation, I'm working on a website with a method of payment. So the motivation that pushed me to make this project was that over the last year, I had this e-commerce through Instagram and Facebook called Apple Sun, which I sell Apple products online. Um, a requirement for me to free some time for school was to try to automate some processes like selling some products, like replying fast to clients. So I kind of used the integrated messenger on Instagram auto chat, the chatbot, but it didn't work as properly as I wanted. So I wanted to integrate like a new chatbot, but at the same time I was working on a method of payment. So I wanted to create a method of payment that I would call Tunki, which will allow people to pay from their phone and open even a debit card or a bank account just from their phones. So anyone can have access to transferring money, sending money, and receiving money just from their phone. Since the deadline was coming soon for this project, I was just able to use a method of payment like similar to PayPal called Mercado Pago that is from Peru, and I'll show you eventually. So I started this project doing some research. I did 50% research and 50% working on my code. So I collect some data from my clients and also by doing surveys. As you can see here, this is like one of the surveys that I did for my project purposes. I collect data from people in Peru from ages to 18 to 45 years old, like if they use their wallet often or like if they make purchases online. So I feel like I needed to create a website. Some people from ages from 30 to 45 years old relied on a website. Like even though I sell through e-commerce through Instagram and Facebook, they believe that it could be fake and I could be like stealing money from people. So I was working on this website that shows people that they can just make payments using a secure system called Mercado Pago. As you can see a little bit here, it's just like it says iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks. I'll show you eventually how it works. So I start with my hypothesis that most people should have a smartphone or a computer at home to be able to transfer money. Um, Reading the newspaper El Comercio, which is the most publicated newspaper in Peru, it shows that people since 2019 it increased the popularity of smartphones in Peru. So my proposal for this project is to provide an easy method of payment more accessible to the public in my home country, Peru. The software that I used was Python, Django, PyCharm as my IDE. The hardware was for computer and mobile devices, and I'm planning to implement a QR code as well. So my objective is to create an app that allows people easy access of purchasing, like through their phone. Being here in the US, I've been using Cash App. Probably most of you are aware of Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Cash App allows you to have a QR code specifically to every user. So my idea was to create an app that allows people just to transfer money through QR code or even use the QR code as a sticker in some stores. In Peru, it's not safe to carry like a lot of money. So some small business owners usually carry like 60,000 soles, which will be like $30,000 in their pockets just to make some purchases. Most of the time you see in the news that people are threatened to death or like there are assassinations. It's scary. So providing a system where they can just transfer money from their phones, I think it will help prevent those events. So I came up with the name Tunki. Uh, the the future goal for this project is to access access the systems in Peru to the banks, like to be able to wire and transfer money. Something that I was thinking about Cash App is that eventually it grew to the point that people can just invest through the app. That's something I would like to implement later on, but right now I just want to give people not some knowledge of what about investing or having everything from their phone. The approach that I took is to help small business improve to make more sales by making payments simple. I feel promote online business because still people like older people don't believe in online business and they prefer to walk into the stores or show like there is a legit business, but some people starting out don't have the money to rent a space to sell their products. And also because of COVID, now everything's through online. People don't want to expose to get infected. And also, I believe that this will promote education in finances, since most people are not aware about investing money or about their finances. So I just want to give a small approach into educating people in finance. So for signing up for this app will be people over 60. It will be people 16 and over, and they can sign up by themselves, scanning their face or using Touch ID. I would like to incorporate like an AI technology, but the main project, my focus is like you can see here some pictures of my project. Um, like so far, like people can pick their product. In this case, will be an iPhone. They will select their what kind of device, what kind of color and capacity for their device. And I implemented this Mercado Pago system that you can see that I've been testing through their Sandbox environment. Let me show you a demonstration of my project.
Okay.
Professor?
Yes, you have 2 minutes more.
Yes, I'm trying to connect my device. Can you allow me to get into the chat, please? Let me stop sharing from this screen and I'll share from the screen. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, so here it will be the landing page for people. Basically the name of company is Applezone. Um, so the client can just select the product it will come up. Like for example, it would say you can pick the color, you pick the capacity, it will give you the price. And once you select click on buy, it will show you the the way to pay for it, which I select Mercado Pago. At the beginning, I was working on PayPal, but I realized it was convenient for my home country to work in Mercado Pago since it's safer. Most credit cards rely on it. So here I'll try to buy this product like with a credit card or debit card. Since I'm in the testing environment, I can just pick any of the credit cards given. For example, in this case, I'll just type my name. I'll just proceed with buying the product. It will ask me for my ID. Well, in Peru as well as in many countries, you can just split the payment into different kind of payment. So for this purpose, I'll just pick 6 payments. Once you click into buy the product, it will show you the message that you already paid for it. It will go back to the website and it will say the order number, and to my database it will show who ordered the product, and then I will be in charge of doing the delivery in the process. So basically, I've been working on a way to integrate.
Sorry for interrupting you. We have another meeting by 1 o'clock, so you have 1 minute more, please.
Yes, I'm wrapping up. Like, do you guys have any questions or recommendation about what I should work on? I know the user interface still got a lot of work to do, but I'm still working on it in the long term.
All right, thank you.